Hey guys, Big D here. What's up, Facebook? What's up, peeps on YouTube? Possibly even MySpace. I haven't been on here in a while. I just want to let you guys know. Oh, by the way, that's not the Santa Claus sled behind me. That is my new bed frame that I said I would post pictures of eventually, but so to let you guys know that so you guys don't think that Santa Claus is pulling behind me and an encore sled. Nah, just kidding. Um, just want to share with you guys some of my spiritual experiences I've been going through. Um, just within this last week. I usually go walking. I try to go walking every day now. But the other day when I went walking down past Sasaki, I cut through by the preschool and go down to Sasaki, hit the highway. And when I was by Sasaki's store, I asked God, the question of why we were here. And I ask him this question every now and then. Um, and I ask him the question frequently. And what I've learned is that I've never once got from God, uh, you know, I told you once, I told you twice, I told you the same thing. Every time I've asked him and he's answered me, the understanding of his answer would be a little bit more deeper, a little bit more deeper. Because if you think about it, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of God is fathomless. That means it's so infinite. Then also, when he speaks to us and he gives us answers towards our questions, he knows exactly how to answer us according to where our mindset is pertaining to what the question we asked at that point. But you got to know something about our Heavenly Father and Mother God is that their wisdom and knowledge is so vast, so deep. The height, width, length, the girth of the understanding of God is unfathomable. And a lot of times that when you try to understand something, when you try to perceive something, or when you perceive anything in life, when you're looking at the thing, to perceive something, it requires you to you are when you try to understand something or perceive something, you are looking to your past knowledge. Your mind does in an instantaneously searches and tries to find what from your past experiences, your past knowledges, it can relate to this thing that it's trying to perceive. But something strange happens in the process of trying to perceive what it is you're looking at, whether it be a concept, a philosophy, a teaching, or whatever it is. You tend to color what it is you're perceiving with your knowledge, your perception. That's what perception is. And the thing is this, if you color what it is you're viewing, like through the law of quantum physics, it states that just the very act of observing something changes it. It changes it from its infinite source of it being a source of infinite potential. So you've collapsed that infiniteness of what it is into one form, one reality. But the fact that you perceive that means that what it is to you is colored by what you can relate to it. And the human mind does something um, that if the human mind cannot perceive something, like say you have a spiritual experience, some people maybe for the first time they see a spirit or they experience something like that. When you try to understand what you're seeing, and when the explanation for what you're seeing doesn't match anything from your past perception or what you can relate to or what you deem to be logic or your understanding, I can almost guarantee you 99.99999% of the time, instinctually, you will go into a fear type mode and be afraid of what it is that you don't understand. And I've noticed, I know this personally because I've gone through this. And I'm starting to learn how to free myself of perception, of preconceived thoughts. And it's been a really tough journey because every aspect of our life, every way you turn, you go to school, they try to tell you how to be the best student from when you kindergarten. You go, the government's trying to tell you how to be the best patriot, the best citizen, subject. You go church, church telling you how to be the best righteous person. You know what I mean? Everywhere you go in this society, people are trying to tell you and give to you how they feel you should be. I believe we live in a society that does not promote free thinking. And for those few people that have exercised free thinking, they've been ostracized and cast out because of being not conforming to what is right and proper. And if you look to most of the concepts of this conforming or being supposedly one within the system, within church, within government, within school, it's not good to resist. They always say it's not good to resist. It's not good to question. It's not good to resist evil. Even spiritual philosophies teach you that, and they also teach you that ambition is not good too. You need to be, practice detachment or practice, turning the other cheek and all such. But where I'm at right now spiritually is I ask myself, what is from me, what inside of me, even beliefs, is a part of me, truly came from above into me, and I live this. When I asked myself that question, the answer was nothing short of scary. I realized that almost every part of my life, beliefs, ways of being in society, was a taught behavior. It's like being on this belief merry-go-round. Everybody's telling you how to be. Yet nobody is actually being. And most people live in two states. They live in the perpetual past, replaying. They live in the past, replaying old shit over and over, and that's why they cannot grow. And then the other second type of person lives in the future. They set their goals for the future, and a very few people walk this narrow path, which is the path of living in the here and now, the right here and the right now. And that's what I'm learning lately. It's really empowering. And please don't ever misinterpret this as a teaching or as a philosophy, because this is not a teaching, this is not a philosophy. And in the most sincere sense, I wish to tell you that, and don't get offended because with what I'm going to say, but if you are well on your way down this path and you understand what I'm going to say, I have no wants to help you free yourself from where you are. Who am I to tell you what is right and wrong? There's enough of that crap going on in this world between school, government, your parents, religion telling you how to be, where to go, how to eat, sleep, crap, you know what I mean? Just let your light so shine. Let your light so shine before men. You know. You know inside of yourself. You need not be told. Truth is self-evident. Light is inherent in all things. So is darkness as well. To be free from such is to look beyond these labels, to move beyond the need to judge. Judgment, anytime you say good, you create bad. Anytime you say bad, you create good. Because good cannot exist if bad does not exist. Bad cannot exist if good cannot exist. There can be no day if there is no night. And I told my friends the most simplest form of understanding duality in this world is this. If you were never born with a left leg, would your right leg be a right leg? No. Common sense, right? Well, once you start to see past the bullshit of this world, for real, the labels and all that, see, what separated us from the oneness is knowledge. Knowledge, but see, separation is necessary for knowledge to be attained. But in the end, you realize that all such things, such as knowledge, is futile, is for nothing, because knowledge separates things. You know, for instance, this is a bowl, this is a cup. You know what I mean? Um, this is a phone, right? Knowledge allows me to to gain knowledge is to see the differences between things, to see how they operate, they function, and all that. But it separates things, duality, and dimensionalities, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dimensionalities. It's infinite, really, if you think about it. I'm thinking, okay, I've been working on this path to be one with God again, to be totally, totally, not just in word, in speech, in philosophy, but totally be immersed in the oneness, in the great I am presence, in the being of being one with God. And really, when you think about it, even this language that I'm using to describe this, believe it or not, it's a strange paradox. The very language we use, and I'm totally convinced that there is no language that can convey this teaching, because this is not a teaching. A teaching consists of, if I was teaching you something, I would be introducing into you a foreign concept that you make your teaching. But once you accept this teaching as your truth and make it yours, are you living your truth, or are you living my version of your truth and how I see you to be, to conform? This is very empowering once you understand this. Um, you realize the things that I've come to realize with this realization is I cannot judge. I cannot. You understand the ins and outs of duality, how to circumvent it, and I'm totally convinced that to rid the world of evil, evil only exists. Things only exist upon what resists it. What resists it with an equal and opposite force. So good exists because evil exists. Evil exists because good exists. But the interesting thing about this, about shifting things, is that through the law of quantum physics, when you observe something, you change it. Okay. So if it's negativity that you want to change, or oki or hemo, it's not the negativity you focus on. It's the opposite energy that allows it to be what it is that you change. But you do it in an indirect way where you're not focusing on it directly. Because the minute you focus on it, it's not negativity anymore. It's very spiritually interesting, to say the least. Oh, that's what I have to share today, and that's it for today. And I talk to you guys later. Take it easy, light and love. God bless you guys. Ahui ho.